I always have to laugh when I see that weirdo guy winking. Hello, everyone, and thanks for being here. This is Let's Talk EV, almost every Sunday at 7:20 or something. And why that time? Because my wife goes to bed at 7, and then I can be loud. I can do it before too, but I want to spend time with her. Yeah, what's going on Let's Talk EV? We talk about anything related to EVs, go a bit through the news that happened the last week, because we had a chat last week. Go at hello, go at some Ionity things, hello for the storm, and then we talk about the questions that you have, and then we talk. Main topic is the oh god, I got just a rose just stabbed me. God, I'm allergic, I think. Um, buddy. And then we talk about the over the update for the ID.3 that suddenly happened this Friday? Saturday? No. Friday evening, right? I I think so, yes. Talk about that. But let's first talk about some news very fast. Might order India Go ID4 seems too big for me. Hi Werner. Go watch. Go ask your questions. If anyone is anything to know. I mean, I don't know everything, but I try to answer. Go through some news. I'm on the German side, and then I think there was nothing on Inside EV that was interesting. And of course, later then there's channel news. First, Volkswagen is, we all know, in Emden. They have a factory there where they change it into building EVs, and they want to build the ID.4X and GTX, I'm guessing, ID.4 Cross, and then later normal ID.4. No, that's in, where does it say what they built there? ID.4, that's it. I thought where did they build the bus? I thought they built the bus somewhere too. Then EQE will be at the IAA that usually was in Frankfurt, but will be in Munich. I will be there. I will be there on September 6th on the press day. And this was fun because for the press day, you can go on the website of the IAA. It means Internationale Autoausstellung, so International Car Mess. I don't know how do you call that. And you can set on the thing that you are press, and I put in my YouTube account and whatever, and answered some questions that they have, and then a few minutes later I got the email, yes, you're accepted, so I can go on the 6th. Only press people are allowed on September 6th. This is the Monday, and it's for free. And they have free charging there as well, 11 kilowatt charging, or maybe even 22. But they have like 20 charging points in their garage in Munich. And EQE will be there, a normal E-Class, then electrified. We'll look at that. Will be so many cars. The Audi Q4 e-tron can now be ordered in 2 different variants, and I think it's a big battery and a small battery, and has 150 kilowatt, or I think all-wheel drive was in there. Where was I? Yes, the 40, 45, and there was a different one. There was a different one. Sportback. I haven't seen the Q4. Once I was passed. I think I was doing the ID.4 range test. The Q4 passed me. I asked Audi for the Q4, but Audi doesn't work with me. Mercedes sent me an EQA. I asked for the EQS, and they said we'll get a press car in the fall somewhere. But I don't think I will get it very early, so that will be a while, if even. To ask EQS for test. I asked, don't worry. I asked them before the premiere of the EQS. I asked them, but nobody answered. That's how it is. The question is, 58 kilowatt hour enough, or the bigger one? 77 kilowatt hour, the bigger one comes with other limitations. It all depends what you're doing. If you travel a lot, where higher charging speed and more range is more important than you, get the bigger one. If not, get the 58 kilowatt hour battery, more power, more agile, not that much weight. Can you do live stream from IAA? I don't think so. I will make normal videos. There would be too much stress. Maybe if there's something very exciting, maybe then. But I prefer the 58 kilowatt hour battery. It just feels better driving. But again, if you do very long trips, so where you have to charge twice or three times to get to your destination and do that more than once a year, I will get the big battery. But if you take long trips but not every month, then I think the 58 kilowatt hour battery is just fine. It just drives better. But like I said, Audi is not interested in. They even wanted my whole stats and then looked at my channel and said, "Sorry, we're not interested in working with you." And I try every few months, but then I don't get a reply. Ionity news. Let's see. Under construction, nothing happened in the last 20 days. And what went live with Ionity? In Italy, one charger went live, but I've seen that the map is still back, so I'm an idiot. So there was always before an Ionity page, there was here a where and how, and if you pressed on that, then there was the map, and I bookmarked that link, and the link was then gone, and I thought, and it came the same time when they announced there will be an app where you can see that the map of all the Ionity chargers. And then I thought, oh, they got rid of the map on the website, so we used the app. But now you just go down here and then it's on the main homepage. Okay, anything with charging. Let's see what happened in Germany. Nothing new. This is still there for a while. Nothing changed here. In Sweden, they're building a new one there. United Kingdom, everything is down here, but nothing there. Does nobody go to Wales? They don't even have highways. Is it true? Okay. Portugal has still two more to come. I thought there were five in Portugal. And France is having one here and getting a new one here. I'm still waiting to get one here. And here. That would be nice at some point if I ever go to France. But we'll see that if this ever happened. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Let's not sneeze. Oh, that's horrible. Let's see. Who is there? Oh, I have to sneeze. Sorry. I died. It's okay. Heck, Ioniq 5 will have a 58 kilowatt hour battery. Should be more than enough for a quite smaller car. Everybody wants something different. Thank you. I tested the 58 kilowatt hour version for 24 hours. I liked the driving very much. I even didn't miss the one pedal driving. I drove in B instead of D many times though. Yeah, I drive always in B. Come on, try and pronounce the place in Sweden. Oh, no. Gesundheit, thank you. Bless you. Thank you. Oh, I need to blow my nose. This is the reaction to the rose. I'm swelling up. If I need medical attention, you have to help me. 88 people here, only 20 likes. I heard there was already a dislike before it even started. That's the stuff. That's okay. Are there any questions with the over-the-air update? Because I got mine for my ID.3 just 2 days ago. Video is online since, also Friday evening. And no, Saturday evening. That's true, it's only for a day. Here's my like. Thank you, Werner. And yeah, if you want to know anything that happened. So the whole story was, I was contacted by Volkswagen. I have a good contact with Volkswagen. Really nice. If there is something, I contact him. Hey, can you get me this? How about that? Can we do this? And blah, blah, blah. And then he's trying to get it, but I have to say most of the times he can't get what I want. It's just true. What, beginning of COVID? Such a shame you were so young. I don't get it. Oh, in the video? I was so young. When is the update planned for the UK? It should come at the same time as everywhere. I think the UK should not get different software than anywhere else. So first movers should get it already now. It should work now. New negative one. Every reaction counts, and I guess the thumb will move slowly to thumbs up for sure. I asked my Volkswagen dealer in Francie has zero news about the update. And dealers won't have any news about over-the-air updates anymore. They're not involved in this anymore. It's over. Do you really have to drive on a specific day of the week for plus 30 minutes for the download to even start, and you cannot even know which day? That's a good question, and the answer is yes and no. You don't have to drive, but, and this is the stupid part, the car asks once a week if there's an update, and if the car is not on, it doesn't ask for the update. Sorry, I'm picking my nose the whole time. I'm disgusting. So you either have to drive for it less. It doesn't have to be half an hour, but 10, 15 minutes. So the car boots everything up and connects to the internet and everything. And also, yes, and then it will once of the one time of the week. So when it was built, when the web module was activated in the car, this is when it asks for the update. And it looks like that mine was on a Friday, but it could have been something different because I had a connection problems on that day, which was weird. I never have connection problems. That was really weird. Doesn't matter. Um, but you don't have to drive. You can just be in the car and put the ignition on. I did it. I mean, I wanted to get the update as early as possible, to present the video as early as possible, and to share my experience. And that's why since they told me, like I said, I've been in contact with Volkswagen about the update since I think May, and they postponed it a few times. First, it was scheduled for week 24, and now it's week 30, so 6 weeks later. And then it was postponed all the time. Then they invited me to Wolfsburg, but I didn't go. It was too far just for this update for a press conference. And that's why I had the meeting, a team meeting with them about it, and a few other meetings with them, how it all works, so I know details. And then on week 27, that's true, on that Friday, so July 9th, I'm looking at a calendar, by the way. I'm not just staring into the abyss. On July 9th, is it true? Yeah. They started their back end for the VIN numbers of the cars that they selected for the early birds to get the update, but barely anyone got the update in the first week, and then it got more and more over a few weeks. So it didn't work. The connection didn't work as it should, and my car took 3 weeks to get that connection. Then it suddenly appeared. I was the car was stationary for 5, 6 hours, and then I went into the car, drove, I don't know, 2 meters. Then I put a lot of stuff in there because I was getting my camera equipment out of the Kona. I was doing a test Kona consumption comparison to the ID.3, and I was just done filming with the Kona, and I put all the camera equipment in the ID.3, and I got the stuff all out of the Kona because it will be picked up on Tuesday. And then I drove, and I think 5 minutes later, when I was waiting at a light, all the messages appeared, and I went into the system and system information updates, and then I saw that it's downloading the update. So that was pretty fun. Where were we? Seemed like a lot of go through for white border outline. No, again, I understand, and I'm not excited what the update contains because it's nothing important in there. I think this over-the-air update was for Volkswagen to see if it works. It would have been nice if they would have put something in the update that people asked for, like kilowatt for charging, like get rid of the online mode things, or getting a driver profile. I don't know, stuff like this, or something new. I don't know. That would have been nice, but it didn't happen. um, and yes, it's a lot to go through when you're like me, waiting for the update to present it because it's exciting. And so for the last 3 weeks, almost every day I had the car on. At work, I just went in, put the key in, put the turned the ignition on, looked if there was internet connectivity. And by the way, there are two things where you can see if your internet connection is working properly. First is the SOS button on the ceiling in your car. If this is green, it cannot blink and it cannot be orange. It has to be green when you get into the car. That means this is a good connection. And the second thing is if you go into navigation, right after when you went in, it's booting up everything, of course, it takes a second. But if you go into navigation, there's this tab in search where you have a few circles and then it has the last few destinations. And it shows how many minutes and kilometers it is to get to those destinations. And they turn green. And the green means that it has internet connectivity and it knows how long it takes to get there with the current traffic information. When those green numbers appear fast, so within 1 or 2 minutes, then your internet connection of your car is good. If this takes 7, 8 minutes, there's something wrong, and it could be possible that you cannot receive the over-the-air update. That's what they told me, and that's why next day I went right in the car and tested it. The car was stationary for 20 hours or something. I went in, green SOS, went into navigation, and it went green in 10 seconds. So I was okay, internet is working, it's all fine. That's not it. Why for 3 weeks it didn't connect, and then they wanted to send someone from Wolfsburg and look at the car, but gladly on Friday it worked. So that's how it is. I was just lucky. Hello from the perhaps only Dane with 2.3 update. Hoo-hoo! Partner in crime! I do hope that the biggest software issues are now gone. I think the biggest software issues were gone with 2.0. So in January, 2.1 in March got rid of a few more, but not big ones. The biggest one was 2.0 with charging the 12-volt battery if low, and most of the error messages that were just for nothing. This was the main thing. Well, I have not driven the car so much since I have the update, maybe 5 minutes. I will go to work tomorrow with it. So far, I think it feels a bit snappier, the whole system. I have to see tomorrow morning how the boot up process is, if this is any faster. But I noticed that it's really snappier. But then I won't use the car for a while because on tomorrow the Volvo XC40 will come as a press car for 2 weeks. And so I won't be driving ID.3 too much. That's just how it is. Didn't have problems with my driving, but I'm interested in software anyway. That's true. What OBD dongle works with EV Notify? You just need the OBD2 dongles. There's a name for that. Yeah, it's ELM327. What? I have an ELM. It doesn't work? Really? I bought the 1 ton or whatever was the name, but I had a different one before that also worked. Over there solves any bugs or just cosmetic stuff? Again, I think it's just a test for Volkswagen. There's not even the cosmetics is not big. I don't think so. Town Pro. With the update, stop my. Will the update stop my car pulling away too slow from roundabouts? Why is your car pulling away slow from roundabouts? Aren't you driving in there? What do you mean? I don't get it. Do you mean creep? This doesn't change? Is there anybody there? Yes, Darren is there. Chris, did you test at least a bit sound system for Ioniq 5? Is it better than, let's say, ID.3, ID.4? No, I had the car, the Ioniq 5, in beginning of June for 4 hours, 3.5 even, and I was just doing tests. I didn't listen, and I was doing a live stream. I didn't listen to music, not that I know of. Did I? I don't think I listened to music at all. Do you have upcoming cars or did you already answer that? I have upcoming cars, like I said, the Volvo XC40. Then there's a bit of a break because in September is the Frankfurt Motor Show, which is in Munich. But I just know that the show as a name as Frankfurt Motor Show. And it's Munich Motor Show. And then in October, mid of October, I'm getting an ID.3 Pure with a small battery. And in November, it was just I had it scheduled now, I think 15th. I can't remember. No, the 9th. November 9th, I get a Skoda Enyaq. Skoda. That's the car's plan so far. I asked Renault for a Dacia Spring. I asked Hyundai again for Ioniq 5. No reply. I even showed them all my videos I did with the Ioniq 5, and it had almost 200,000 views, the 4 videos and the live stream that I did on that day. No reply. Who else did I ask? I asked Skoda, and that's why I get the Enyaq. I asked someone else. Can't remember. I thought I asked 3 people. And it was 3 people. It's fine. That's true. Where are we? Come on, you can design the home button. Cool. Yeah, I didn't change it. It's still the same. I have to say, I like that the new design with the whole settings buttons, and it's just to the side, and then you press it and then you're in the home thing. I think that's okay, but it's not revolutionary. It doesn't make anything, oh my god, better. Why Volkswagen cannot solve timer charging bug? I have no idea. I'm so sorry. For me, it doesn't matter since I'm not using it, but I can see for people who have rates that are cheaper at night, it must be very frustrating, and I'm so sorry. So sorry. Write to the Audi CEO and ask for cars. Gives new impulse. Such tiny guys in press department will decide carefully because the CEO might check them, or CEO does. We need such English videos from Bavaria. Will anyone realize that this first over-the-air is a test to see if principle of over-the-air actually works as opposed to getting proper improvement? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. It would just be nice because I'm pretty sure that Volkswagen in the back is always working on the software. And so since January, they were working on the next update. And if you already do an update, you can implement a bit more than this. But yeah, let's not get too cranky about it, huh? How comes you sound so relaxed after the whole update gate? um, I don't look that relaxed. I have to say I'm a bit, I wouldn't say burned out, but I feel tired and a bit cranky. And it has nothing to do with YouTube. It had to do with work. Work the last few weeks was a bit annoying. And I have to make some decisions because of that. And yeah, but for the update, for the over-the-air update, I have to say it was always an up and down. So when they said you can have the update early, I was happy. Then it didn't work. I was mad. Then Monday, at one Monday, there were error messages, and I thought it's starting now, but nothing happened. And Volkswagen said they're very sure this was an error message. It has nothing to do with the update because they didn't have a connection on that time from my car to the server. So I was mad again when that didn't work. And then when a week later it still didn't work, I was even more mad because I thought something is wrong with the car or this whole thing doesn't work. But then I had a talk with them and they said we will send someone to fix this and we'll get to the bottom of this. Then I was happy. And then 2 days later, the update starting to do something. I was happy. Then I couldn't install it for whatever reason that I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. They have to change that process. I have to save. I'm okay for the normal user when it comes to the download. That the download is just done in the background. They don't need to know. I get that. For the normal person, that's nice. But the install has to work differently. When I press install and it tells me get out of the car and lock, the second I lock the car, I want the screen to pop up and say installation will start in 2 minutes or in 30 seconds, something like this. And then when the 30 seconds are over, it should say installation has started, a screen will turn off so that I know I'm outside of the car. I see installation has started. I don't want to get out of the car, lock, go away, come back 10 minutes later. I don't see anything. Anything is black. Is it updating? Is it not? I mean, how would anyone know that the app does look different than that I showed in the video? And go for Steve, Steve Holt, or that that a red exclamation mark error message appears. Well, I don't know why I could in the video. I couldn't say exclamation mark. I couldn't say it twice in the video on two different on the same day, but hours apart. I couldn't say it. It doesn't matter. So they have to change that. And I want a progress bar on the whole time. Who cares if the screen is on when I'm not in the car? Come on, it's a bit of power. It's fine. I want that. Okay, we did that. How come you look sound relaxing? 2 and 3 update official name is 3.10 and it's far faster than the previous 3.3 2.1. Okay. I wouldn't say far faster. I've seen improvements. And I have to say, what I noticed with the ID software, since I have the car, even in the early beginning, when everything is booted up, which can take 2 minutes. So when you see the welcome screen, then first, then it takes 20 seconds. Ooh, I got a donation. Thank you. Hey, Charno Tiny. Tiny, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. What I wanted to say, and where were we? I'm so bad. What was the question? Oh yeah, and even in when it's booting up, then it has to load everything, the climate, and you see when you go in there, it takes a bit. Not available at the moment. It takes 20 seconds then, but when everything is there, going through the menu, I think is pretty okay. I never had a problem with that. It's not like on some cars. I had test cars, where I pressed something, and then it takes 2 seconds till something happens, or a second. This is annoying. And yes, when you press something, you see something happen, and maybe what's happening takes a second. I prefer that to nothing, and then suddenly it happens. So I'm okay with that. But it's nice that it's snappier now. But this wasn't. What I want more is the booting process to be faster. I want to get in, like Darren would know, in a Tesla, because it's already on. I get in the Model 3, I sit down, and when I unlock, it's already, everything's there. Nothing has to load. It's just there. It works. And I want the same here. When I come into my ID.3, when it's standing there for an hour, or sometimes just for a minute, I get in there, and it says, welcome first, and I have to wait. Then I press on climate. If I just want to turn off the climate, or I don't know, do something in navigation, it takes 2 minutes till I can do something. This has to change, but I don't think it can change, because I think it's a hardware thing. They put in the hardware, they can calculate and work when everything is booted up. It's not an emphasis, I think, on the booting process. I think that's my opinion. Ah, said it. There you go. Aren't you overpaying your ID.3 if you drive it so rarely and spend your time driving other cars? No, because I have 22,500 kilometers a year in there, and I think I'm almost at 21,000 kilometers now, and I only have 5 or 6 weeks. And if I stay under those kilometers, I get money back at the end. I can't tell you how much it is, but I think so. And I won't have press cars all the time. But yes, so from March to now, I didn't drive too much. That's true. And it's good. Otherwise, I would have way more than 22,500 kilometers. And in September, so when the soon when the Volvo is gone, I have to do range test and charging test with the ID.3 again, because it's a year later, 21,000 kilometers later, see how much degradation the battery has, if I still get to the same range, same consumption, all of this with the new software. That would be interesting. And do the same range test, 90 and 130 kilometers an hour, because that's interesting, isn't it? It would be embarrassing to Volkswagen if over-the-air did not work. That would be embarrassing. Keep up the good work and great content. Thank you. That's very nice of you. We charge card do not work in Portugal. 83 cent per kilowatt hour to ID3 first movers and 94 buyers. That's stupid. And why is that? If they build Ionity there? That's weird. Can export some weed if you want to relax. That's vegan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not allowed. Otherwise, I would. I talked about Cindy a lot. She wouldn't eat that too. The over-the-air story is the beta early adopter feeling, and I guess you were burned from that. How does Mad Chris look like? Well, you saw me posting stuff on Patreon. Chris, any word from Ford Mach-e? No, I sent them an email, I think a month ago about the Mach-e. Nothing, so I have to do that again. It's really weird. And I think I couldn't even email them because the person that I usually email, I tried to email that person again and I got a thing back. This is I wouldn't say classified email, but some weird message, and you're not on the list that can email that person. I was like, what? I already emailed her a few times, but I have seen that in the next town, tiny little town, there's a tiny little Ford dealer, and he has a Mach-e there, so maybe I get this for a day or a few hours, something like this. We'll see. Will we get safer cars with over-the-air, or will the manufacturers release immature cars in the same way as mobile manufacturers release phones that do not work before SP1? Um, maybe there will be safety features included at some point. Mm. What's about the French girl from back then? I haven't read her name for quite a while. Yeah, where's Angelique? Would be nice if you can follow the update with the app. It's true, you cannot follow the update, but at least the app showed there's something going on that's weird. If the car does not have a connection, it shows offline mode. And if you cannot connect with the app to the server, it looks different. This was a different message. You can see it in my video from yesterday. You can see clearly this is a different behavior of the app that it usually doesn't have. So I knew something is going on, and that's because I tried to install and I didn't see anything happening, went inside, and after 20 minutes I looked at the app and then it showed me that, and I was, huh. And I went down to the car in the garage and I could see, it's doing that. What was also annoying with the update was that the second update, the big, the 6 GB file, that it started downloading. I could see it barely moving, and so I thought I'd drive around. Maybe somewhere is a better connection, and it didn't move, and suddenly it was gone. Didn't show that it's downloading anymore, and I thought, maybe I have to wait another week. It didn't happen that way. Went in the garage charging, and then suddenly it was done. Uh, uh, it was done downloading. So I don't know if it downloaded while I was driving for an hour and charging. And then when I came home and charged again, AC, if it was downloading then. I have no idea. My new car doesn't have any computers. That's true. But are you sure? Didn't even the Corsa have a bit of, what's a computer? If it's a chip with processing, maybe it doesn't have that. It does have a starting handle though. Yeah, Corsa rules. And the power. Is it a 5-gear manual? It must be so cool. Thanks for the time doing this. I'm exasperated by Volkswagen's total failure to apparently recognize what a mess this is. Can somebody ask them if they think this is what they consider acceptable? I understand you. I know where they are going. I think it's the wrong way. So they are totally going in the direction ID.3 is a people's world car, like the Golf. Everybody will have the car, and it's all people that have no idea about technology and they don't care. They just want to drive, and so they're taking everything away that they see that could distract them from normal driving. That's why you don't have a state of charge in the instrument cluster. That's why you have kilometers per minute or per hour charging and not kilowatt, because they don't know what that means. And that's why you don't see when the download is starting, because they would be like, what the hell is going on? What's a download? And I think that's wrong. They think, I'm in my opinion, they're considering their consumer as stupid and not technology and also not knowing what having an EV means. If you drive an electric car now today, it means you have limited range. Charging, it's important, then you know the kilowatt because it's a 50 kilowatt charger, 150, 350 kilowatt charger. You know that the car can charge with 100 kilowatt. So everything is in kilowatt. Nobody is talking about, sorry, uh, kilometers per hour. That is a nice number, but when you're charging and you want to see if your charging progress is normal like it should be, it's nice to have kilowatt. And yeah, I think I think that's wrong. Chatverbindung auch in Versuchen in Verbindung. What was this? Oh, the chat was gone for a second. That's weird. Yeah, I think they're going in the wrong direction. I think people that drive the car are how advanced in technology because they have to do that since EVs are not like the normal car that they used to before. If an EV in 20 years can charge 200 kilometers of range in 3 minutes, has 500 kilometers of range, if charging is everywhere and we have plug and charge where they don't need a card or anything, and then this is all acceptable. Then a grandma who has never seen an EV can just go in there and drive, not think about what's going on. The car tells it, please go there to charge. And then, okay, you do that. But right now, we're not there. I don't think so. And so they must go a bit different, I think. A new car is a Rolls Royce. Oh, God. Where were we? Oh, my God. It does have a story. I want Chris to Rakobi test drive Darren's new car. It would be fast. I mean, charging is done very, very fast. Ah, okay. Thanks for the answer, Wolf. Which one, Jürgen? Yeah, it's both. Actually, my mother says hello, tschüss, by the way. Oh my God. Frank, are you Chris' secret son? He is. Sorry for serious business inquiries. I recommend to write a letter sent via post to recognize more seriously a lot more attention than a mail that arrives in masses. A letter makes you unique. I think, isn't a letter a bit old school? I don't know. Maybe sending a pigeon is even more unique. Thanks for replying. Of course I reply. That's what the chat is for. I read your chat, you ask something, I reply the best to my knowledge. Sorry to interrupt. The entertaining button has pushed the thumbs up and the negative ones are down by 2. So we are with the same strategy. First the performance and then the Zucker. Oh my God. Polestar listened and gave kilowatt charging display. Look, see? Yeah, I asked, as it is, I asked Polestar for a press car, maybe for the only rear wheel drive. No reply. No reply. A bit of offensive to consider your customers as stupid. I said that. They did say that. They don't think stupid. What I mean is that they think that they don't want to deal with technology. They just want to drive. And I think that's not true. I see that in the First Movers Club, the questions that are there, it's all technology. When I had the meetings with Volkswagen last year in August, July about the First Mover Club, and they asked me, what do you think the first movers will be like? I said, they all want to know about technology. How is the car charging? Why is this not working? What do I have to do to this? I want this as in the technology, in the software. What's the consumption like with this? Why is my range display like this? And they said, really? Don't they want to know, pictures of the car in nice location and stuff? Yeah, I said I'm sure that's nice, but the main thing will be technology, and it was. I was right. Oh God, honestly, most well, imagine with a second pigeon wolf, Chris didn't invite. Remember Chris for sure. Typo with the none in the last line. Okay. I don't know. My mother wants a new car and we think about an EV, but she knows nothing about the stuff. Uh, if someone who has no idea about EVs and charging cars right now is just driving city, so let's say 50, 60 kilometers a day, and just comes home and plugs it in and it's just working, wall box at home, I think it's fine. It's then when you do a long a long trip, many kilometers, when you have to think, how do I get there? Will the charger work? This is where people that have nothing to do with that can get in trouble. And that's why, I'm sorry, EVs are interesting to me. That's why they were interesting to me from the start. It wasn't easy. They're getting better. Technology is better. It's an upcoming thing. That's why I like it. I think it would be boring if right now there would be an EV for 20,000 euros, can drive 600 kilometers, can charge with 300 kilowatt, and I can charge everywhere, and it's amazingly easy, and there's no problems. They would be totally boring. So for me, that's better. For the normal user, it's not. Oh God. Granny has hard time with all the swipey swipe functions of ID. Really? I think older people, when they have used an iPad a few times, there shouldn't be any problems. And I see that with Cindy, she doesn't do anything on the infotainment screen. She presses climate, does a bit, and drives, and that's all she needs. And the music if she wants to. We are thinking about the Opel Corsa E. It has classic buttons and controls. A lot of EVs still has that. I mean, Kona and stuff. And I see why this is good. You've not seen my new video, Rakobi Rolls Royce? I've seen the picture. I haven't watched it. Sorry. The thing is, they aren't being simple. It's less geeky in a Tesla. That's true. It's not very simple, and it doesn't work flawlessly. That's the problem. And it has not from the start. Since September, since I have my car, there's so many cars who have not worked flawlessly in a way that you can just use them as a car. But I think they're getting there, and they're learning from this over-the-air update. And I don't think that the next over-the-air update in, I would say, what is it we have now? We have it August. I would say in November, December, the next over-the-air update. I mean, they want to make the heat pump better. So there will be an update in December for better heat pump performance, I'm pretty sure. And the preheating of the battery and stuff like this will come in December. They need that for the winter, otherwise it's again from all the people. But I'm pretty sure. What was I saying? God, I'm so old. That it won't be flawless then. It takes a bit more. I just think that way. I mean, the same. Look at ID.4. ID.4 was already better from the start because it came with a software that was mostly working okay. Think of the next cars that are coming out. They're already coming with a software that just works, but a few parts they have to fix. So it's getting better and better, hopefully. If the whole backbone, so the whole structure of the software is good and best for the future, this is something else. And I think they're already working on something for future cars in 10 years or whatever, the whole Trinity project, where everything will be totally different. I'm pretty sure. Then did you name Rolls Royce Angelique? Volkswagen people don't pay home electricity bill for kilowatt hours. You're right. My grandmother is Angelique Jill. Wow, relation. Yes, that's why you want to send it. Okay. My God, as long as EVs are like the only enthusiasts will buy an EV, not regular people, Volkswagen is right. Sorry. What? As long as EVs are like this, only enthusiasts will buy an EV, not regular people. No, I don't think so. So regular people, I don't mean that regular people are, don't get me wrong. Regular people that just want to drive a car and think they want to go electric does not mean that they're still not interested in technology. If you if a person buys a new tool for the yard or whatever, they look into it and see how it's done. I think to the point where you buy a car just to get from A to B and you don't care, this is the regular people. Something like this. Yes, a mother only drive 50 kilometers a day, maximum 150 for a trip to IKEA. Only home charging, and my father is an electrician. Yeah, there shouldn't be any problem with that. Can you set a time for IC to start charging? You can, but it doesn't work very well. And this is weird because in the eGolf E app, it all worked. It has the software in there to do, but it doesn't work properly yet, and I don't think it works with the new update. I don't think so. Time will tell. Thank goodness you help us know what's going on. Yeah, that's me. No, that's what I'm here, and that's why Volkswagen is also supporting me and so giving me information, because if they say it's not working too perfect right now, it looks weird. When I say that, it's fine. Then you're all mad at Volkswagen, it's all fine. I saw the video and the update procedure failed 1,000 times. Uh, what do you mean 1,000 times? 1,000%. I don't get it. 0% confidence in Volkswagen software management. Um, Confidence in what way? I think when it comes to changes, Volkswagen is changing a lot. So when I think of Volkswagen 5 years ago and before they came with the ID.3, they have changed a lot. They were very conservative then, and then they thought, no, we're changing everything to EV. There was a big step for a big company like that, so I applaud them for that. But when it comes to decisions, software decisions, they're still very conservative. They should think in a wider thing. They should know their user of the cars and think, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, costs a bit, but this is more important than a home button, for example. Okay, that's just my opinion. It does take a willingness to change your way of thinking to buy an EV at the moment. It does. What is your take on Android being used in future Volkswagen models? Since I'm not into, I mean, I'm using an Android phone, but I have no idea if this is good or bad. If it's easy for a company to have Android on your car, or if you have to sell your soul to Google or whatever, I have no idea how that all works. As an Android user, I can see that this could be nice. If you do something with your account on the phone, it's then instantly also on the car. When it comes to navigation, I don't know, phone numbers and stuff like this, I can see that. But if it's necessary, that's something different. I don't know if having Android in your car is helping or not. I don't know. Car should have dual operating system, and one should be updated in the background and one and on next startup you just start the updated version. I think that's a bit too much for a car that's updating every 3 to 4 months. I think that's a bit overkill. You have to think you need then 2 units in there, and you're selling hundreds of thousands of cars, and that's a lot of money. I don't think that people, if you tell them, okay, for 500 euros more, you can have the dual operating system. Do you want that? Did a test drive of ID.3 yesterday. Acceleration did not amaze me like i3 or e-Golf did. Huh? E-Golf is a worm against ID.3. E-Golf with 100 kilowatt, it's more dramatic since it's front wheel drive and you have spinning wheels, but acceleration is nothing against ID.3 58 kilowatt hour battery. If you drove the big one, yes, but come on, what has the e-Golf acceleration? That must be nothing. Where are we? Compare electric vehicles. There we are. E-Golf. Why is there no e-Golf? What if we only do golf? Also not. Why is there no golf? No Twingo? No? E-Thing golf? Maybe now? No, why is it doesn't exist anymore? Not even Volkswagen? Let's see. ID.3? No, no, no. Huh. E-Golf is not in the list anymore. Okay, I don't know what the acceleration is. 9 seconds. Yeah. And ID.3 is 7.3. That's a big difference. But i3 has is a bit faster, I think. The Mini Cooper was a bit faster, but again, they feel more dramatic since it's well, i3 is rear wheel drive, is it? I drove one for 2 weeks, I should know. But the same with the Kona. I just did the acceleration test with Kona and ID.3. It's the same, really almost the same, 7.3 seconds. It feels more dramatic in the Kona. It was hard to get the power down. I had spinning wheels a few times. And in the ID.3, it's just easy with rear wheel drive, and it feels very stable. And I love the rear wheel drive. I could never go back to anything different. Rear wheel drive rules. Where are we? 50% of new cars in Norway are EVs. Half of the population are not special. That's true. I just think it is comical what they try to push as normal. Why do you want to program a time to charge? You would just keep the parking space occupied. No, what they're meaning is charging at home. A lot of countries have special rates during the night where it from 12 to 3 a.m. they pay almost nothing, and they want to plan their charging so it charges from 12 to 3 a.m. That's what they want to do, so they pay less for the charging. To charge at home, electricity can be cheaper at night. That's true. You are a use. You should do nothing and be aware of nothing connected to the car software update. The fact you had to move car and do multiple times to pause, you should not be aware of update. No, that's me. I wanted to be aware of update. You don't have to be aware, and you don't have to drive. You can just stand there. For the download, ignition has to be on, but I wanted to update as fast as possible and film a video and show you guys. A normal person would not even know that the update is being downloaded. They wouldn't care. They would just drive on to work, and every day when they go to work, 20 minutes, it will download 30%, and then on the way back 30%, and after 2 days it's done. I think that's what they think it should be. I disagree with that decision. I think it should just download when the car is just standing. Hi Chris, congratulations on a really great YouTube channel. Thank you. I admire your view of the EV environment. Keep up the good work. Cheers. Thank you very much, Alistair. Let's all start asking ICE drivers how much range they have in their car. It's true. They don't care because it's just so easy to charge the range back into the car. Tesla have messed a few things up, but the software and over-the-air delivery of software seems to be industry leading. It is. It's amazing. What Tesla does is amazing, but I'm pretty sure in the beginning it took a while to do that too, but they're just years ahead when it comes to that. A Björn range test avionic was a bit underwhelming. What a surprise! But as an idiot, he didn't pick up a rainy day. I would have, but I saw his range. Wasn't it good? Björn tested Ioniq 5 and acceleration was 20% better than ID.4 GTX with nearly same horsepower. Well, I even said, oh, good channel, greeting from Switzerland. Hey, thank you very much, Vienna. When I did the acceleration test with the Ioniq 5 P45, I was getting 6.3 when it was wet. So I think it's faster. And I noticed that with the ID.4 GTX that it's good, but it's not overwhelming. It's not, oh my god, this is power. Tomorrow, the Volvo XC40 with 2 times 150 kilowatt, this feels like power. It has a horrible suspension. I drove the car before, but this feels like power. No dual units, virtual machines that work in parallel. But if you want when you want virtual machines, you have to have more storage, a bigger processor to make it all work in a good way. Again, this costs money. When you put stuff in a car, you plan it in a way that it's good enough, but not too much that you overpay. That's just how industry works. It is normal to have multiple parallel machines doing same job and switching between. I'm sorry for multiple posts. That's okay. E-golf is long gone. Honest question. What would make you happy in next 6 months? A lot of things make me happy. What would make me really happy is if I could quit my job and live off YouTube. Concentrate on that, because the both together, especially when it's stressful at work and I have a lot of cars and I have to do stuff with the cars, because when I get a press car for 2 weeks, and especially the Mercedes and the BMW iX3 and the Fiat 500e, I only had for a week each, and I want to do a few tests. So 3, 4, 5 videos with each car, that takes up a lot of time if it's beside full-time work. So I would want that. What also would make me happy is if I would get the Ioniq 5 for a real test soon, and Seat Cupra Born and Kia EV6. If I could get that early, that would make me happy. Also, what would make me really happy is if I could drive the Volkswagen ID.X, so the all-wheel drive ID.3. I don't think so, because it's a prototype, and as a normal person, I'm not allowed to drive a prototype except for on a closed track, and I don't think they will do that for me. But that would make me happy. Mercedes EQS, I would like to do that, yes, but it would be fun. I don't know if it would make me happy. I think every car I get, almost every car I get, if I don't think, oh my god, it will be a lot of stress because I only have it for a short time. Yeah, because for example, in end of August, beginning of September, I'm getting a car from one of my Patreons that he should get delivered. Planned is the 24th of August. Who knows when it will be exactly that. And I will pick up the car, do all my tests over the weekend, and bring back the car. This will stress. This is really stress. But the car is newer, so it's fun. I admire patience. I would park the car at the dealer and tell them to call me when it's over. I get that. Oh god, any scratch updates? No. Well, I scratched my ID.3 last year when I was cleaning it. I bought a cleaning Schwamm. Help me. Sponge. And I didn't realize this was only for glass, and there was so many bugs in the lights, in the front lights, and I tried to get them out, and now there's a few scratching in there. I'm pretty sure you can polish that out though, and I didn't, because I'm not that person to do that. I drove the BMW i3 for 2 years, and IC seems a sensible choice for me the more I listen to you. Don't listen to me. Where's Rich? That's true. Rich is not here today. Don't, if you're here, don't donate anything. Just say I'm here. It's not a thing for that. The question is, who is Rich? Oh my god. What do you think about the efficiency of the Polestar 2? Is it good enough to consider it when buying a new EV? Well, I tested the Polestar once for a few hours, and it was in April, and it was cold. It was even snowing, even though I had summer tires on. And in my Rakobi test, this was the highest consumption of any car I ever had. It's possible that the Volvo XC40 tomorrow will be even higher, but it's better weather. So I think Polestar will stay that way. Um, um, yeah, efficiency is not a great thing with the Polestar 2, but it just drives great. The range is still good, and it charges really well. So I still think it's a great car. I didn't like the suspension. It was too harsh for me. I hope, since I had the performance version, I hope that the normal version has a better suspension that's more comfy. So my ID.3, the Kona I have, EQA, nah, that was a bit too soft. The Volvo XC40 is a bit too soft. But I think ID.3, e-Niro, Kona have great suspension. It's not too sporty that when you go over a bump you do like this, and it's not too soft that you jump around over bumps like the EQA or the Volvo XC40. Oh yes, true. Only two. It's even less than 200 subscribers. Where are we? Let's look. That's important. I have right now exactly. Come on, you can load. There we go. 14,813, so 187. Maybe we can do that till next week. I doubt it. No, it will be 2 weeks. Oh, that would be fun. That will be fun. Yeah, but it needs that suspension, and the infotainment system was nice. The view outside of the Polestar is horrible in the back. So when you reverse, it's horrible. When you're inside the car, you feel a bit cramped because there's stuff everywhere. The middle console is, I mean, you can do it like this. You feel like in a spaceship. The power is amazing. Yeah, I still like the Polestar 2. I like it more than Model 3. Model 3 has the same sporty ride, but the steering was way better in Polestar 2. But of course, efficiency is better in Model 3. Software is better, but no instrument cluster. I want my instrument cluster. I'm sorry, Model 3 lovers. I still don't like it. And getting away from every button, even for the wipers, especially when the auto wipers are not great. No, don't want that. I have now I've unsubscribed. That's the stuff there. Now everybody unsubscribe. Let's never get that guy to 15,000. Rich is now broke after donating all to Chris. That's true. Maybe he changes his name to Poor. That's good. When do you think you'll be able to live from YouTube only? Cupra is nice. That's true. I don't know. I know that last month with the Ioniq 5 videos, I earned more than I earned with YouTube than I earned with my normal job. I don't do that every month, and I had a month where I didn't earn too much. It's all about the videos, but of course, if I don't work and just focus on YouTube, I make more videos and more quality videos. So right now, when I'm doing a test, I film the information and the test takes 3-4 hours after work. I'm tired. I'm okay, that's it. Let's go home and sleep. I have to work tomorrow. If I don't have to work tomorrow, I maybe say, hey, let's do a drone shot from this. Let's do a video where the car is driving away from here. Let's do a video about this. All this stuff so that the videos are a bit more interesting, a bit nicer to watch, and then hopefully more subscribers, you know, more. I mean, the main thing for me, it sounds horrible, is subscribers. It sounds horrible, but it's true, because the more subscribers I have, the more contact I have with car manufacturers to give me the car early. And the earlier I get a car and do a test, the more people are watching it, and the more I earn, and the better I can live off of it. All of this. But my plan is right now, my work doesn't know that yet. I don't know if someone watching, but I don't know if I say that. So we just moved the warehouse. I work in a warehouse. We just moved the warehouse in January to a location we already had that we used for something different. So we had two warehouses, a smaller one and a big one for something different. I'm sorry, I'm not telling you what I earn. And we moved all of the small in the big one. There I am now. But this building will be torn down the end of next year, and we have to move out, I think next year in November or something. And my plan is to not be there when this is moving. So my plan right now is to not work there anymore in 14, 15 months, something like this. And I even want to cut down my hours next January or February, something like this. To go maybe not work one day during the week, something like this, and see how it's progressing. We'll see. Dropping job. When I read Cooper, I always think of Cabra. Isn't this some monster from Futurama? Same question here. Everybody asks. Do you think ID.3 will age well, or will it be a car that will be only remembered by bugs or faults? I think it will get better with software more and more, and it's good that it's getting over-the-air updates. You don't have to go to a dealer and fix stuff, and that's good. I think that every EV right now does not age too well. Not because of the battery or whatever. I just think the technology is advancing so fast. I mean, look at it. ID.3 came out last year. Ioniq 5 right now. It's a big leap in battery technology, charging with 230 kilowatt. What happens next year? What happens in 5 years? That's what I mean. So this is what with aging. I will receive my ID.3 Pro Performance next week or the week after. Do you have any tips for a new EV ID.3 owner? I've done quite some research, but still a bit nervous. You shouldn't be nervous. Be happy. It's a great car, especially Pro Performance. Pro Performance. It's an amazing car. It drives amazing. I think it charges great. The 100 kilowatt, I'm sorry, is great. If you've done your research, how the software works, you're fine. It's a great car. What color? What interior? Mercedes EQS driving 130 kilometers on the highway with just 16 kilowatt hours from Munich to Berlin, 600 kilometers with no charging brake, and still 40 kilometers of range. Great achievement. That is a great achievement. I would love to do that. Yeah. So you scratched the car a while ago and didn't dare telling us. I don't think it's considered a scratch. I think it's a rubbing off or whatever. Summer vacation trip to Croatia. We built a lot of fast chargers on Autobahn. No, I'm sorry. I will not go out of this country for a while. Non-performance is apparently better. What? No! No, no, no. Non-performance sucks. You need 150 kilowatt. You don't get a surprise for the 200 for the 15K subscribers. I just subscribed to your channel. Thank you. Don't do that. Where were they? I don't know why I don't do it before, as I watch your videos regularly. Apologies. That's okay. That's fine. Oh, why then? Me too. I thought I subscribed a year ago. It's interesting that people that watch when you watch some. I have that too. I watch a few channels, but not regularly. Regularly, and then you watch a few videos and they get it in your feed. And so why would you subscribe? I get that. But then you miss videos that maybe are a bit off topic. So maybe you watch just ID.3 videos and then there's a different car, the Cupra Born coming, and then you don't see that. Social Blade predicts the 15K for the 12th of August, but I bet 8888. No, 8821. What is the 12th of August? That's next Thursday. I doubt that. Unless they have a, well, with the video today, the ID.3 over the air update video will push a bit. I noticed if I have constant press cars, I get around 20 to 30 to 40 subscribers a day just with having press cars and testing cars over and over again, so that there are videos coming out with different stuff. I noticed that if I have a car and then 2 weeks nothing, it's way slower, of course. Yes, I need more Ioniq 5 videos. That's why I ask them all the time. That's why I asked Jürgen Sangl at Autohaus Sangl a few times for the Ioniq 5, but it's not happening. I don't think I will ever get one again. It's still free DC charging in Croatia. Woo! Best content, EV trip to Croatia. Do you have any news from Kia EV6? No, I do not. I'm on a Facebook group, Kia EV6, but that's it. I asked Kia to get early access to EV6 and they said, we have you on an interest list. We will try to make it happen, but we don't know when and what is planned and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe you reach 15K on my birthday, August 6th, just saying. That's soon. That's in 5 days. I doubt that, sorry. Can't wait for my birthday Christmas. Regarding work, YouTube is a living. The solution might be to seriously cut your monthly expenses for a while to see if you can live off a simple life. Focus on YouTube to see if you can quit. Well, the thing is, with YouTube and with work, we saved a good amount of money. So really a good amount. We don't spend as much as we earn right now. So we earn more, way more than we spend. It sounds horrible now. I apologize. But I'm basically working 2 jobs at the same time. That's why this is happening. So we were fine without YouTube, except for the leasing cost for the ID.3, 453 euros or 57. I don't even know. And so, 100 years, it's true. What was I saying? And so we could live without work for a while, a year or so, maybe more. But I don't want to do that. If I save up money, I want to plan. I want to see that I can live off this. Yes, maybe cut back a bit, but I want the normal expensive for normal living to be there. And then we'll go on. Cooper Cabana, South American Bigfoot is a legend, beast sucking goat. See, I knew it! There was the monster from I'm Good. Huh? I give you thank Nova prepared food, starting growing your vegetables and cook fresh food instead. Yeah, Cindy does that. Don't you always see me posting pictures when I eat food. When she makes me dinner, it's healthy, it's fine. Subscriber, video count, watch time, and ad payment. Earlier cost. The typical new circles of life having a YouTube channel with for cars. Yes, that's true. Mexico, sort of boogeyman. Cooper, how earns much money? Why not leave Germany? Because that costs money. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Wolperdinger, Chris, have you contacted Seat already for Cupra? I have, and they already also said that we have you on the list and we'll make something with you, but I don't know what that means. Maybe this is a standard thing. Have you noticed a difference in the IDC touchscreen performance lag with latest over-the update? You can see it in the video. I think it does. When you have watched my video, you can see when you click around, it feels snappier. Oh my, I have Cupra Cabana song in my head now. It's true. Your future YouTube life will then depend on the quality of your contacts to the press departments of the manufacturers, because they can decide about when you get cars or better your income from though. That's true, but if you have a good subscriber count, then they also know if they want to bring it to certain people that are interested in those cars, they have to give it to that person. What do you think about the EV6? I think it's cool. I think for me it's more interesting than the Ioniq 5. Thanks, it's a boring color, but I like it very much. Manga and gray with E-Sterry wheels. It's the business edition. I ordered while it was still my 21st. What is this? So the building year by Change German 22. Cool. Planning charging suggestion in Portugal also do not work in i384. Very disappointing. I'm so sorry. Press departments are dying, as the long-term former press director said, who had worked in car press departments for 30 years. Press costs will also be reduced due to costs. I get that. Press car costs money, but it's also big advertising. Yes, it's cost, but how do you show your car to the masses? If you show a picture of a car and tell them, look what it can do, that's not this for someone to decide, yeah, I want to buy the car just by the looks and the specs. How does it drive? And then they go to a dealership, drive it for half an hour and say, I don't know if this is the car for me. But if Björn Nieland, me, Chris, whatever his name is, Rifa, and other people are testing the cars and showing them it can do this, and we've seen that with the Nissan Leaf, this is important. With Replicate and I don't know what. I think it's important for them. Where were we? Everyone missed my birthday last week. I'm so sorry. You didn't tell us. How would we know? Evening all. Has anyone used the Tronity app? Maybe the trial version hasn't much to offer. I don't see much interesting on it. I have used it for a week or so. I charged the ID.3 and then the app didn't show anything that it was charging and that it did charge, and so I deleted it again. I was, it doesn't work in my way, the way that I want to, and it wanted access to my WeCharge and everything, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want it. 20 subscribers a day, you can reach 1 million subscribers a bit more than 100 years. But you also have to think that it's a curve like this. So in a year, it will be 50 subscribers a day or something like that. If anybody needs charging suggestions, better to bring 50 euro Android phone to use a better route planner or Milo. That's true. Look at me being rich, Chris. You're doing great testing cars. Do you regret getting the ID.3? Why should people buy it? Thank you for saying that. I do great tests. I don't regret buying the ID.3. It serves me well as a car. I mean, I was with my wife and ID.3 and the pups and luggage in Dresden on a holiday. So 500-kilometer trip there, charged twice, and the way back. It was just awesome. My wife is not the biggest fan because the seats are not fitting her because she's very short. But for me, I love the seats. I love how it drives. I love how it feels. It's not perfect, but I love it. And why should people buy it? Because of how it drives. I think ID.3 right now in the electric world for that price is the pinnacle of comfortable, precise driving. The power, the suspension, and the steering. It just fits very, very well. I like it. But I'm totally understand if people say, this is not my car because of various reasons. I get it. But for me, it's just my thing. My thing. I'm soon reaching 25k kilometers on my ID.3. Cool. I'm only at 21. But I barely drive it anymore. That's good. But I had 15,000 in the first 2 months or so. Or first 3 months. I think in December I already hit 15,000 kilometers on the car. No, I meant why not go on vacation abroad? You can now just need to get vaccinated or PCR test. Because I don't trust it. Because you go somewhere and then they change the rules within a minute. No, I'm not doing it. We're meant to go on a cruise in February or March. When was it? With Cindy's family, and we're not gonna do that. No, no, no. Too bad. And it's in New York. No, not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fly, not gonna be in an airport, and not gonna be on a cruise ship with 3,000 people right now. In a few years we can talk about it, but right now, no. Too bad you don't like to travel. You've just said it costs money and you sleep bad when you're not home. That's true. How do you know that? Because EV trips with Cindy and the dogs might interest some people. That's true. It is interested, but when we were on holidays, I didn't want to bug Cindy with that. I needed holidays, a break. She needed a break. It was just, let's enjoy Dresden. And the hotel was great, by the way, even though I sleep horrible when I'm outside of my home. It's just, I am. Hi, sorry I'm late. That's okay. Did you miss me? Yes, we did. We asked many questions. Did you have your birthday too last week? You should buy a tiny caravan and cross Europe with Cindy and doggies. Oh, there's a caravan now with electric motor so that your car it has less consumption because the caravan is powering itself. Marty, I knew we missed someone but didn't remember his name. I get my EV6 in November. Cool. If you come to Sweden, you can test drive it. Sweden is fantastic in November. I hope I can test drive it before November in Germany. Still waiting a few years once you'll be filthy rich and I ask for money. Didn't you already do that? I'm waiting for EV6. It looks much better than Ioniq 5. It is boring, ordinary look, but EV6, wow, hopefully configure soon. Yeah, I don't think Ioniq 5 looks boring, but it's not the looks, it's the inside of the Ioniq 5 that I didn't like too much. It's okay, but yeah. Pinnacle of comfortable, precise driving. That sounds great. And was also my impression. Maybe we should, I should tell that Volkswagen and sell it to them. They can use it as a slogan. We'll get my ID.4 this month. Hope they won't delay it again. I hope so too. I have it for 4 months now. You drove 25,000 kilometers in 4 months? Where the hell are you driving? And I agree, stay in your own country. It's annoying with all the rules and let's beat the virus. Yeah, but of course cruise is stupid. Taking a car and sleeping in a hotel is okay. It is okay, but it's okay. Are you already considering the ID bus for traveling? ID bus looks cool, but it's not the car for me. I don't need the space, but it looks cool. Aurelio sent me caravan link. We are about to buy a trailer tent. What? They never asked money. Yeah, it's from Detlefs in Germany, and I think it's an 80 kilowatt hour battery in the caravan. It drives itself, but it's still a prototype. But car and caravan use way more energy. That's what I mean. That's why the caravan has power. I mean, it still use the same energy, but you get more range. Oh god, I think the Ioniq 5 looks weird in every other color other than silver. Really? Black one, the Björn is reviewing, looks so weird. Well, I don't know. I think it looks okay. I think it's okay. Is there anything else? Channel news. Channel news. I have one more video with the Fiat 500e, the charging video, because it's charging great. Fiat 500e rules when it comes to charging. 85 kilowatt charging in a 42 kilowatt hour battery. How cool is that? It's okay, Wolf. Take care. Get the enhanced video because we know the best correction had been the Opel Plus. More to. Bye, Wolf. what I wanted to say. Uh, that's e-coco. Okay, I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry. Then there will be all the videos with the Kona. I think it's 4 or 5 videos. To look on my hard drive. Don't even know how many videos did I make. 4. 4 videos with the Kona, and then next weekend I will do my tests with the Volvo XC40, do the 130 kilometers an hour range test again, because I did it in Frankfurt, but it was wet. I want to do it here on my normal route and see what that is. Did the 500e replace the Twingo in Cindy's heart? There was a video about it. You didn't see it? There was Cindy's thoughts on the 500 Fiat 500e. Wolf, you're gonna send him a pigeon. Oh god. Chris, give me Marty money. That's good. Yeah, so this is coming. That's it. So next 2 weeks, Volvo XC40. Hopefully in the end of August, the surprise car test. Then beginning of September, it's Munich Motor Show. And then middle of October, ID.3 Pure, and middle of November, Skoda Enyaq. But I hope I can have different cars till then. Because I noticed that when it comes to a YouTube channel, when I have cars regularly and can produce videos with information and stuff, that of course generates more subscribers if I have one car, so my ID.3 here, and I just do a video every 2 weeks, and then during that time I only do videos here, so not too much. So of course it's different. When next live stream driving? I miss these. Haven't been in Straubing in months. No more V-Power. That's true. I haven't done a long distance drive in a while. I mean, with Cindy to listen, that's true. And we didn't go to Straubing. Oh, yeah, on the way back, I think we charged in Straubing for 10 minutes or so. Yeah, the way back was great. We didn't charge too much. Consumption was amazing. And we walked the puppies on the first charge, and we charged, I think, no, not even too long. It was okay. And that's why we didn't need too much. It worked really well. Yeah, I know. I cut back a bit of live streaming. Cindy asked me for it, and then also with the stress at work, I also didn't feel it. So for a long live stream, when you do a test, it is more entertaining for me. That's true. But it's also a bit more exhausting. I have to put up the phone, that it all works. Have to charge it, have to cool the phone, and then have to interact with you. Stop being stressed. Well, sometimes it's just, if you work, it sounds horrible. If you work 2 jobs at the same time, it can be stressful. And that's just how it is. But I can send you weed. Well, maybe stressed is the wrong word. I think stressed, overworked. I'm not stressed. I'm not, oh my God, what do I do next? I'm not like this. I'm just, okay, I just worked. I'm driving home. I have dinner. And now it sounds horrible. I do a test with the Kona driving 130 kilometers an hour range test. It takes half an hour to get to the charger, charge 20 minutes, drive 2.5 hours, charge again 20-30 minutes, and then drive 30 minutes home. So this is 5-6 hours of time after work. So it's just a lot. Let's say, like, it's a lot of time. And then editing. Editing takes 2-3 hours and stuff like this. You've noticed any charging queue due to holiday season? No. I noticed yesterday on Friday, I wanted to charge my ID.3 at Ionity in Passau, and there are 2 chargers of the 4 are not working. One is red and one is green, but when you plug it in, it's not starting to charge. And there was an EQC there charging and an Ioniq 5 with a bike rack in the back, and it took a year to go reverse to get to the charger. I think he just got the car, so a minute ago. That's how it looked like. He blocked everything for 5 minutes. Everybody was like, why is he not going? And so I had to go to the other side to charge because there are also 4 chargers, but all of the chargers work. There was nobody there. So I haven't noticed that. What I have noticed, and you've seen it in the videos with the Fiat 500e, is that the gas station in Passau, in direction to Austria, so holiday way, is overcrowded like crazy. I mean, cars lining up. They have, I don't know how many fuel pumps, 6, 8 more. And the cars are going out to the highway, and there's a line of 100 people standing in line to get in to pay for the gas or buy something. And you have to imagine this: you fuel up, and then you have to wait in line to pay for that, uh, and then you drive away, and the next one can fuel up till you have paid. That's, oh my god! I hope they have a way in there where they say who's fueling up can go in here and who's just buying something goes in here. But I just see a line of really 100 people going out there. It's horrible. I mean, at least the people are going on the right to go to fueling up, and on the left, people can go by very slowly and get to the parking area and then to the charger. Or they, well, if they buy Austrian highway stickers, they can do it earlier in Straubing too. Um, and but why does it take so long then? It should take a minute. But again, that's how it is. Heavy knowledge journey. Take a break, go on vacation abroad. You really should contact Microlino, really cool EV, sort of modern BMW. He said, too bad. You should have checked chargers on highway yesterday. It was Black Saturday. Really? I hope more EV vans were coming soon. Are you telling us ICE are waiting 30 minutes to get full tank? I think they were waiting longer than 30 minutes. I really think they were long. I'm pretty sure I drove in, charged for 20 minutes, went, and the person that just got there to fuel up was not done at that gas station. The gas station on the other side, going from Austria to Germany, was empty. There was nothing there. My ID.3 didn't charge at Ionity in the last 25,000 kilometers. What? You haven't charged once? My god. You know something about EV vans with 400-kilometer range? I don't think that how many vans do exist? Just the EQV, right? My son has a Microlino step. True story, same company. Cute. Okay, I think that's it for me today. I'm tired. The last 2 days I stayed up, for me, long. Because yesterday I had to film the end of the ID.3 over-the-air update video, edit and upload. And then I got up early because I always get up early. I get up between 5 and 6. That's just my time. And even without alarm, I just wake up. That's just how it is. And then I stay up to whatever. Sometimes 9, sometimes 12. It depends on what I do. But with the Kona, I didn't do too much videos. That's good. And with the XC40 now, the Volvo, I won't do too many videos either. Just a few. 2, 3, 4, as usual. Okay. Get up around same time. It's good. Well, it just got, and this is the perfect thing. I get up, can relax a bit, and then I go to work. I don't want to get up and go to work a minute later. It's not my thing. You all take care. I'll see you next week. Either here or in a live stream with the Volvo XC40. Because you're right, I think I want to do a live stream again. You all take care. Bye. Oh, intro. Pedal. And